What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. My goal is to show you guys what the market participants are doing and where price is most likely headed next. So let's go over the technical chart for MicroStrategy. Well, last week Friday, price closed right around that 250 mid 250 level. We had an amazing push up higher today for the bulls, right towards the 280s, 290s. At one point, it was at 295. And then right after the open, price just started coming back down to fill in that gap. A lot of times, gaps don't like to be unfilled for an extended period, and they will try to be filled within the next few days. So this is a great chart right here to show you guys. This is just a regular Apple phone, Apple stock chart that most people can use. So you see how this is for MicroStrategy. Basically, price on this line chart opened up at the high 280s, 290s. And then right after maybe like 20, 30 minutes, price started trending back down to this dash line. Everybody see this dash line right here? That's the Friday's close. And you'll see this pattern repeat thousands of times. Just go and try yourself. Open up any chart. And if you have an iPhone, you can use a stock chart that they give you with the iPhone. And you have your ticker symbol and you look at it. This line right here, this dash line, price likes to come back to it. If we gap up or if we gap down, price likes to come back to it. Even if we're trading kind of far away for a while, we'll eventually come down to it. So again, it's not guaranteed, but a lot of times you'll see stock come right back to where it was before, and that's basically what happened today. So not really anything drastically changed. You can see that it's still at the same level it was on Friday. If anything, basically nothing really happened. But there is things that happen, right? We saw price trade up to the 290 level. So that just goes to show you this stock can run. Just in one day, it went up that much. And it wasn't even that bullish because price sold off. What if we got up there and we continued to trade higher? So again, this thing can run really quickly. So that would be basically the only good news from that move up. Let's go over the technicals, though. The technicals still look slightly alarming. As you can see here, price is still below this downward trend line, which is not a good sign. We have this swing right here to this swing. That's 2. We got the third confirmation, and we're still very close. We were just very close to it, and we're still below it, so that's not a good sign at all. Price is still below the EMA, and we did come back to test this level as resistance. So price bounced off this level at the 299 back here in early January, and a few months later, this is acting as resistance now. So that's not a good sign right there. However, it's not the end-all be-all because we're still right at that measuring target, and price did bottom here, at least temporarily. I was expecting continuation higher. That was the more likely situation to play out. But again, the market is not guaranteed to do anything. It's not guaranteed to go up. Sometimes you'll just see it keep on bouncing around. It can continue to frustrate a lot of people as well. Shorts, we can continue to see something like this. Who knows what's going to happen, but as right now, I can't be can't be bullish in the short term unless we see price clear this $300 level because it just got resistance. It just formed resistance at that level. But this also could be a short trap, and I'll go over the reasons why. So sometimes you'll see price come back, break out, come back to the level find resistance, trade down lower, and then all of a sudden break out higher. You'll see a lot of that happen quite a bit. Basically, it would be a short trap to trick the market participant into thinking, okay, yeah, this was a breakout pullback. Let's sell on this breakout and continue trending down lower. Sometimes that doesn't happen, right? So a lot of times you'll see a trick like that played out by the market participant. So we'll see how this develops. I think this is still too early to call this really bearish, but again, it's throwing some red flags. I did not want to see this. I was expecting 240 to be a bottom and price to continue pushing up higher, not get rejected one day later, and then come back to where we started. But again, let's see how this monitors. Let's monitor this action, but it's not looking good as of right now. Looking at the weekly chart on the log scale to get more of the price action involved. Again, this week is starting out pretty bearish, but again, there's still 4 more days left. Let's see how it closes. And again, if this thing starts selling off sharply and it stays below that downward sloping trend line, this one right here, then we got to start entertaining a lot more downside targets. So again, if it can't bottom at the 240, then the next target I was looking at, I think it was like the 220 levels. So let's take a look at right now. This is a measured leg down based on the log chart. Different the regular scale and the log scale will give you different targets. So that's one leg down right here. Second leg down, maybe we go for this one next. This one's right around the 214 level, and that's on the log scale. So again, if it doesn't find support soon, or if it continues to sell off, then we have to start entertaining lower price targets. But as right now, it's still long-term trend still seems to be in play. We have one trend line right here. You drag this trend line across. There's still room to it. So in this case, and then using this trend line, we're still quite a bit of ways from it. Like I said, the lower 200s. If you drag it from this swing right here and you make it steeper, then we're basically kind of like right near it. But maybe the market participants are entertaining more of a slanted trend line, more of a shallower trend line, something like that, and that would make sense because then we have a little bit more room still to it. So overall, it's just as of right now, it's still just a correction playing out. Not really seeing any aggressive buyers step in. We did see a nice pop up higher, but that was very short lived because it was a huge gap. A lot of times gaps, you're not going to see a really strong rally like that. It's very rare for price to gap up and just continue to rally. That would be the most bullish case, but again, that's not as common as price gapping up and then coming back down to fill in the gap and then eventually going up higher. So let's monitor this. MicroStrategy, Bitcoin, same exact pattern. It gapped up right to the breakout zone, found resistance right off the downward sloping trend line, and then sold off lower. Let me just show you guys like a sneak peek. I think it was on the Binance exchange, or let me see where I have my drawings. I think it was on the Bitstamp. Nope. BTC. Is it on the Coinbase? Let me see if I'm using. I think I'm using Bitfinex. I'll just show you guys on Coinbase. So this is Coinbase. Let's go and remove all the drawings. Go to the daily chart. They're all the same thing. Same, kind of analysis on each exchange, very similar. So you see how we had a nice pop-up higher, but look at this was the breakout zone. Price was finding a lot of support here, here. Breakout, found resistance now, and is going down lower right off this bearish trend line. So boom, right off the trend line, came back to the breakout zone after a huge pump up, and now we're back to basically where we started on Sunday and Saturday. Same thing for MicroStrategy, because obviously it's a Bitcoin proxy. It's going to be trading very similarly, and it's doing the same thing. But again, I think that's all I have to say. It's just not certain as of right now. I think no one's can be really certain in any particular direction. But as of right now, the technicals aren't looking bullish, and that's what we have to go off of. I think, generally if price was going to bottom out, it should have continued to move up higher, not get rejected immediately. There's still that failed breakout pullback play trap that can occur tomorrow or in the next couple of days where we do sell off just slightly and then immediate reversal. But if that doesn't occur, then look for lower prices. Looking for the 220s, 210s next. So all I have from MicroStrategy on the daily, weekly charts is a Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.